What are desires? What is the source of desires? Where are they coming from? What is their aim? What is their purpose of the desires? Why do we have to manifest them? There are no two people that have the same desires. They may look the same, but they don't have the same desires. So the only thing that differentiates us, a human from another human, it's desire. Because imagine what would be like if everybody has the same desire, the same level of desires, the same quality. Life would be gray, gloom, sad. So everybody also experience, maybe right now you are experiencing a state in your consciousness that you had desire in the past, you developed it, you work on that, you fulfill that, and then you had another desire, a next desire, bigger desire, and that is not a problem. But what happened before you had this new desire that was not earlier on? You had the state in your consciousness of lack, of feeling that something is not correct. Yes, you fulfill the first desire, you appreciate that, you don't want to get rid of that, you want to keep it, right? You feel grateful for this. But from the other side, you also say to yourself, something is not right, I feel this emptiness, I need something more. And that is still okay. We should have huge desire. I'm just speaking about the state of our consciousness that precedes the next desire that we have. And that is the lack. Something is not right. I am not happy. Because desire, from definition, it's lack. So how come? You see, the problem is not the desire, as I mentioned, but the cause. Why we have desire. So what is the purpose of desire? When we draw desire, when we draw energy, there is always the fulfillment. So if there is a desire, I want to drink coffee, and I drink this coffee, I feel the fulfillment. If we want to have a great sex, we feel the fulfillment. If you want to earn money because we need money, we draw the fulfillment. And of course, it's not about the money as money itself. We need the sense of fulfilling, of being secure about our future, about what we can buy to ourselves. This is, of course, the fulfillment we need, we are searching for. And there is so much about the desire and the aim of the desire. I'm going to talk this week. But I would like to specifically talk how, in an effective way, we should fulfill this desire. So that we have not this feeling inside us that, oh, I feel empty, I am not satisfied, fully satisfied. I need to change, I need to have more, but from the lack, coming from lack. So, where shall we start? Imagine, and I'm going to divide that into two pillars. Imagine two people, person A and person B. Person A has small desires versus person B that has huge desires. So the person A works on regular shifts and has house and family, and it's not questioning anything in life, it's happy as it is, and doesn't want to know more about. It doesn't want to question anything, even the spiritual development, nothing. It's just as it is, doesn't want to deal with anything. I am happy what I have. And there is another person that wants to have everything. Everything. Career, money, success, more assets, everything what is possible. So this person B says, I am a different person because I have bigger desires. And of course we love to surround ourselves with these people, with people who accomplish anything and everything, right? Because they feel younger, then they feel rejuvenated, and we love it. We feel different frequency. So of course, but there is a common denominator that connect them two. There is the same, we can say, equation. What is it? It's stress. It is a pressure. How come, we may say? Imagine the person A that got a bad news, something that bad, and now has to go and meet and confront with someone that doesn't want, what does the person prefer? The person takes energy, do everything what is in capacity or what is important for that person to stay safe. Doesn't want to see more, doesn't want to deal with that person, right? Doesn't want to do that. Just want to fulfill whatever it can fulfill and stay where it is. The second person doesn't have a problem with that. He says, okay, I deal with the stress every day, many times a day, dozens of times. But you see, that's not the problem for person B, we may say, but there are also in life of that person B also realms when there is addiction and pleasure that this person doesn't want to change because it feels good, it feels great, I don't want to change that. So it's like the victim, it's like this person A too is just maybe not aware of that yet. So it depends on really of the levels of our desires. So if the person B now asks, what would be like not to have what I desire to have? Imagine, this person now is focusing on a huge business deal and it's never going to happen. How this person feels? What feels? Stress, pressure. How come? It's impossible. I need to have it. So the common denominator, it's stress and pressure for both of the people. And of course depend on the situation. So what are we supposed to do? We are not supposed to have desires, huge desires. No, we should have them. As I mentioned earlier on, but we should understand more about the desire. What is the purpose of our desire and how we can fulfill our desire in an effective way. This is what we need. We don't want this stress that is causing the next desire to be fulfilled. So what should we do? First of all, imagine few scenarios. Imagine a person that wants to drink coffee. Okay, we wants to drink coffee. And the second scenario, a person that wants to watch some sport, a soccer game, right, live. And the third scenario, a person wants to have an amazing sex. And the fourth scenario, a person that is going to a party or a business meeting and talks about friends. It's true what talks, but it's like gossiping from the other side. You know, it's just like each time when we do this, each time when we talk about someone, and we should talk about this, even though it's true and facts, and we take this energy each times because we feel we should fulfill ourselves, we are generating, we are building, try to imagine, a wall made from bricks or ice cube. And this wall is getting thicker and thicker. We are not aware of that. We don't see this wall yet. It is in our consciousness, and I will talk more about it in the next video presentation, how to deal with this wall. But slowly but surely the wall it's building up itself. So what can we do? The stress, if we say to that coffee, to that sex, to that match, to that gossiping, if we say no, is there, right? Because we feel the pressure. It's stress. Oh, I need to say that. I need to do that. I need to have it. It's small, but it is. So of course there are people who would say, I don't drink coffee, I don't need sex, I don't watch soccer matches, and I don't go to this kind of meetings and I talk about these things. I am a super serious businessman. Yes, but on these meetings, super serious business meeting, there are also a situation that we take this energy anyway. So it really depends on the person and the circumstances that is going through. So you see, when each time when we can say no, it depends on the situation, no to that desire, what are we going to do? The energy will come out anyway, and it will be coming. Because if I want to drink coffee, and I drink this coffee, I took the energy will come back after a couple of hours. Do you want more coffee? Do you want more sex? Do you want more money? More soccer matches? Of course. So the energy will come back, versus I say to this energy, for example, no, and the stress will pop out. Okay, I'm not going to say this, I'm not going to take that. So what is the difference really? I say no or I say yes, the energy will come back, right? It will be pushing, it will be coming to us. So if I may choose, I choose A. I want to take it. But each time when we take and we fulfill our desire, depends on the situation and circumstances when the stress will pop out, then we add these bricks, we add these ice cubes. So you see, when there is an entrepreneur or successful businessman that when he made in the past a decision about business, he was successful. Why? Because the wall was thin. It was thin. So he saw somehow through that wall the future. But in the meantime, in the years or months when the business was developing, was taking this energy. And each time that was taking this energy, he was adding this ice cube to that wall. And at some stage, he lost the control of the business, control of relationship, control of any success. Now, why is that? You see, that is the difference. The energy will be coming back, whether we like it or not. But it's up to us whether we take this energy and then we add these cubes, which will result in an even bigger stress because the energy will be coming back. But we don't know what to do now. Yes, of course we don't know. Why? Because the wall is thick now and it's so compact and it's so tough, so hard. You see, versus if we don't take this energy. So what does this mean? I'm not going to take this energy with my consciousness because there is a desire that I'm not going to do so. Have you ever heard about the terms albedo? It is that it measures how much of the, let's say, of the reflection of the sunrise is being pushed back, reflected from the surface. So when we talk about, for example, ice or snow, it's 80% or 85%. When we talk about water, the absorption or the reflection is only 20% and absorption is 80%. So it really depends on how strong it will say no to that. And this albedo we have in our consciousness too. It's in nature and it's in our consciousness as well. So each time, imagine when we take the mirror and there is the laser coming, and we take the mirror and we reflect this laser towards this wall, toward our ego, because that's ego. We don't want to deal with our stress. We take, but we accumulate. We gather this energy and we put then this energy to that wall. But each time when we say no to that energy, that will be coming back anyway, and we take the mirror and we reflect towards that wall, the ice cube will be melting. It depends on the stress. Depends how much or how strong is this laser. So yes, next time it will come back and it will come back and it will come back and it will be more difficult and more difficult and more difficult. Yes, the stress will be bigger. So we have now a choice to take the energy, diminish the stress, and then the light, the reflection will be a little bit weaker, right? So the wall, it will take more time to melt it down or to crush it down, as you prefer. Our job is to diminish, it's to minimize, it's to crush down, it's to melt this wall. Depends on the realm of our life where the wall is, and we don't see what we are going to do. Therefore, if I don't see my future, if I don't see how am I supposed to do, what I'm supposed to do, because there is this wall, I do what I do. We do what we do, and then we are disappointed. We don't understand what is happening in our life. That is the main issue. So our job is just to, first of all, in this video presentation, I'm going to give you more examples, live examples, of course, and drills in the next video presentation this week. But our work is to understand that we, all what we do is either we don't, build up our desires, which we should, because we are afraid of, or even if we increase our desire, which is much better, of course, we are not aware that we do them because of the stress too. So our job is to understand that part of our consciousness. And when we transform this lack, which precedes the next desire, then of course it's not about we shouldn't have this big desire. Yes, we should. But then we will realize that the next desire is not going to be built on the stress, which will be coming back anyway, because this energy is the stress. It is. We need to deal with that. We need to. That's the purpose of our life. There's no other purpose. And the only way, and the only actually reason why we are unhappy, why we are suffering, the only reason is this, that we don't deal with this and we don't want to deal with that. And that is the main issue. So as long as we understand that we want to do it, and we are not running away from that, and we are ready to do this, the quicker the wall will melt, the quicker the wall will be crushed. And that is our work, that is our job, about which I will share with you in the next video presentation.